Hi, you guys. What's up? It's Yolanda coming at you. I got another driver here. You want to tell him your name?
How you doing? My name is Greg. Nice to meet you.
Okay. So we see you just got a brand new truck here, correct?
Yes.
So when did you get your truck?
This I got it literally like 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago. What type of truck is it? Give them a little info.
2024 Volvo V60.
Okay. So you got a good deal on it?
Yeah. I got it.
So tell everybody you are a owner operator, correct? And how long have you been an owner operator?
Since 2000.
Wow, the entire time? So how long you been driving?
2000.
Oh my gosh. So do you run local, over the road?
Now, long distance. I'm from New York, so I just run back and forth wherever the money's at. That's why
So where the money is at? So you're gonna get you a trailer, or do you already have a trailer?
I already got a trip back home.
Okay then. So can we walk around your truck and you show us it and kind of do a little tour? Okay, like tell us a little bit about it. So what is the VNI 860? What does that mean?
Oh, this is a VNL. This is the model. And
Okay.
Well, basically, VNL 860 is the model of the Volvo truck.
Okay. And so what's on? Is that something got to do with what's under the hood?
No, I think it's more or less of like the cab size or like whatever features it has in it.
Okay.
And it has a Volvo engine.
So tell them what is a Volvo engine, just like is a common diesel?
Yes, it's its own brand.
Okay. And so can we walk around and see the front here?
Mm-hmm.
So what made you pick white? Is that what they had?
Nah, that's my favorite color.
Oh, that's your favorite color,
Yes,
white?
all my trucks are white.
Okay then. So how many trucks have you had throughout the years?
In total, maybe at least about like 12.
12 trucks?
Like in my life, like since I started till now.
To now?
Yeah.
Okay, and what about a trailer? Are you gonna do trailer later, or do you
well,
just pull?
Well, I started with van hauling, then I went to moving.
Okay.
Then I went to flatbed, and now I'm doing reefer.
Okay, so what out of all of those, which do you like the best? If you had to pick, if you could pick, you said van hauler, reefer, flatbed. If you really had to pick, like which one, would you go with the money, or would you go with one because you like one over the other? Hard,
I
huh?
like them all. Tell you the guys on the street.
Huh?
I think for now, I think I like reefer because I do less work, less physical work.
Okay.
With, flatbed, it was always work outside of just driving.
Right.
The van, you just mainly just load it, so you don't do too much with that. And then when I worked for the moving company, I was actually moving people, lifting furniture and all that. So I did that in the beginning when I was younger. So now I don't.
Okay, so you think you're gonna stay out here and retire, or you
Retire like another
2 or 3 years? So okay, so everybody's been asking, like they've been asking me. I've been out here a while. How do you like all the new technology? A lot of company has the paper logs, got cameras on the inside, outside. Some of them have cameras on the back of their trailers. How do you feel about that?
I don't like that. I think all that stuff is, for one, I think it's like invading of our personal privacy. Because at the end of the day, we live in these trucks.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's almost like somebody putting up cameras all over inside of your house.
Okay,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So like that's that side. And then on the other side, I believe when they doing all that stuff to these trucks, it's basically within the next 15 to 20 years of moving all of the drivers out and trying to put computers in them.
You think so?
Because I think all they doing is just recording everything that we do, as far as how we handle ourselves with animals and weather and turns and backing up and how long you've been at this load, how long that. Like when they logging and all of that stuff, it's really for them to indirectly replace us.
Yeah.
Once sooner or later. I ain't saying anything gonna happen soon, but for me, I believe that's what that is.
So you think it's like a self-checkout lane, like when you go to the grocery store?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So out of all the regions that's out here to run, we got the South, North, East, West, and of course we got the weather part up there in New York and Jersey, where you rocking from.
Mm-hmm.
So for new drivers, what do you say? What would be the best state? I mean, like it's wintertime, like New York, certain areas.
I'll be honest.
Where-
I think it goes back to
Thank you. Right.
What are you trying to do as far as this career?
Right.
Some people like long distance, so they can go anywhere. Some people like short distance. Some people like local.
Right.
Some guys want to come home every night.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, you gotta figure out what do you want to do with this career. And
So, so not to cut you off. In other words, like New York, it gets a lot of snow up there. You got a lot of new drivers that can barely drive on the road, less known in the snow. Do you suggest they go up that way and get the training, or do you suggest they stay away from that area? Like, I mean, just be honest. Like, because I remember when I was a new driver, one place I did not want to go was east.
Okay. I think the only bad part with East compared to like, unless we're talking about winters,
Right.
as far as the Midwest and the West winters,
Right.
the East winters are actually better because our mountains ain't as high,
Well, that's true.
so we don't have to chain up.
That's
and
true.
do all of that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So
Yep.
honestly, if you're talking about the weather side in the winter, the East is actually better to train in.
Yeah, you're right.
when
You're
it
right.
comes down to that part.
You're right.
But technically for me, I love the Midwest and the West. Like I like the
Yeah.
long stretch, the open roads. I like the long mountains.
Yeah.
I like the high speed limits. So with trucks,
Right.
we make money off of our time.
Yeah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying? So the quicker you can get rid of a load, the quicker you get paid.
You got to get another one.
You
That's
know
what
I
time
mean?
it is.
So if I'm in states that I'm only doing 55, like California.
Oh, God.
Like to me, they stretch out your time and it kills your money.
Oh, yes,
So that's
for sure.
why I avoid it if I could.
I'll say,
Things like that.
see, a lot of drivers, especially owner ops like yourself, they will not even take loads going to California. Do you take loads going to California, or do you try to stay away? Okay, so you do go.
Yeah. I do
Okay.
go. But because like I said, with reefer, it's a little different because they pay you by your miles and they pay you by your weight and they also pay you by the actual load. Because a lot of their loads that's coming out of California are refrigerated. And
Yes.
a lot of them are freeze. Like,
Right.
they have it frozen. So
With
they
the truck.
pay you extra for stuff like that. So for me, in that aspect, I would go. But if I had like a drive-in or a car hauler or sometimes even flatbed, I probably wouldn't go because then you'll lose too much.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah, you're losing money.
I see what you're saying. And the South too, I've noticed the South is pretty bad certain time. You can go in the South, certain areas, and you won't get up out of there. Have you noticed that, or it just depends? So basically, like we said, basically you're telling a lot of drivers, it depends on really what you're hauling, whether it's reefer, flatbed, it plays a big difference. Also in pay too. Don't you hate it when somebody asks you, oh, how much you make them out? And again, you got to tell them, it's all about where you run, what region you run, and what you're hauling and carrying.
Yes.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. And then you guys, so do you have like a broker? Do you do it yourself? Like,
The company I'm with, they deal
So-
with some pretty good brokers.
so you've leased on and you're dealing with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I run under their authority and they're real fair with their percentages and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they provided the trailer, which is basically a new trailer. So with that part, I'm comfortable with that. And then when they have their own relationship with brokers, they get good fees. So I think like my minimum to highs is anywhere from like $250 as a load, and I think the highest I ever got was like $7 for a load per mile.
Per mile. So you get up to $7 per mile. That's not bad. You can run and make pretty good. Now with your new truck here, what do you suggest? You suggest to get a bank payment? Like, some people pay monthly. Do you weekly lease that you buy? What, or it's just, again, it depends on what works for you?
Yes, I'll be honest, it just depends on what you're trying to do with the truck.
Okay.
I start with that plan first.
Right.
And then after that, my second thing that I would say would be to try to start out with like a Freightliner Cascadia. Because
Okay.
I think those trucks are the most reasonable.
And the price-wise?
Price. You could get a pretty higher year.
Okay.
You could get like just say for example, you could get like a 20 to 21 Cascadia right now for maybe about like $35. So
Okay.
for somebody that's starting out, that's not bad. You
So
know what I
that's
mean?
used though, correct?
And that's used.
Yeah, okay.
But-
Y'all don't listen to what he said. That's used, because brand new is a whole different ball game.
You're looking about like 120 to
200, it depends on if you want a custom. It can go to
I
320,
set it up,
baby.
yeah.
Yeah, baby,
You know
I've
what I
seen
mean?
them.
But-
I had a cat the other day. He had one that he said he paid 249 grand for that bad boy.
Okay, so he got some pretty good contracts.
Yes.
To cover that. So like I said, whatever he's
Whew.
doing, that works for him.
I don't know what he
that wouldn't
doing.
work for me, but
That wouldn't work
God
for
bless
me
him.
either. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, but if you're starting out, I would always suggest anybody to start with that route. Start with one of those trucks.
Okay.
The maintenance is fair. They're easy to fix.
Okay.
The problems are easy to work out.
Okay.
You know, it's just a real cool truck to start out with.
All right.
Out of all the companies that's out there.
Okay, cool. All righty. So we're gonna walk over the truck a little bit more. We're gonna check out his rims. Want to talk about them rims? So you can replace those little caps and stuff on there, can't you?
Yeah. Like all of these been on here, I guess, since from the last owner.
Okay.
Like I said, I haven't even had a chance to even watch it because I literally just picked it up. But
And then not for hire on there.
yeah.
Check it out. And it is a Volvo. See? And this is his truck. It's pretty nice. He just got it today. So you hype? So you got a load all ready to roll out with it?
No. Right now, I got a bobtail back home and doing the registration and all that other stuff.
Oh, so you driving all the way back to where you from? New York, New Jersey?
New York.
Wow, you gonna deadhead.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what? It's either that or sit here and wait for my paperwork. So, like I said, for me, I'm all about moving.
Moving.
So
I feel you.
I figure between now and let's say I can't wait to say Wednesday morning.
Okay.
If my paperwork ain't ready by then, it should be ready by the end of the week. And then I could just put everything on the truck and I just
Take off. Okay, then yeah. Well, I appreciate the interview. I'm gonna take a walk around your truck one more time.
no problem.
And I love it. It is so cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. See, he's got a not for hire because so this not for hire. What is it? Why you have that in the window? Let's tell him real
I
quick.
got that for the DOTs and for the way stations to where if they was to see me pass by,
Right.
they see that I'm not driving a truck to go work it.
Right.
Don't have any letters and no numbers.
Nothing. That's right. You don't, because normally he'll have numbers on there. So we're gonna show his truck off, and of course, there it is. He just got it, and he decided to give your girl Yolanda an interview. See, pretty nice. And he just literally got it. He said hours ago. See, you can see the sign. Sold, baby. Bam. Look at there. You paid $79 for this bed. Good gracious.
Well,
Tax and everything, 80-something grand, but almost 90 grand.
When I traded in the Cascadia, I had
Oh, you traded in a Cascadian, huh? I'm trying to show y'all, let y'all see his trucks a little bit more. Look at those tires, spanking brand new. I mean, it's spanking. Look at there, nice. Nice. Yep, really nice. That's cool. I'm gonna get this part a little bit more. If you want to stand in front, you want to say anything before we edit? Are you good? You want to stand, you want to say anything to the people? You want to tell them about the truck? And so one more thing before we end this. What do you say to the brand new drivers? Should they come out now or should they wait?
No, listen, if you think this is something you want to do, get in it sooner than later. Because
Right.
There's still some money left in here to get. So get what you can, get whatever experience you can.
There you go.
And one thing I would say, just try to save as much as you can.
And then one more thing before we end this. As a new driver coming on, what do you suggest that they start off? Do you think flatbed, regular dry van? Because you know, everything ain't for everybody because you know, what do you suggest? So a brand new driver, even though you want flatbed, would you suggest to do flat, would just start off with van first until you get used to everything? You know what I'm saying? Because you know, everything ain't for everybody, like triples, doubles. Some people, that's a two-man's job. A lot of people can't handle that.
Well, I'll be honest, I think it goes back to training.
Okay,
If you've taken any kind of training
right.
to drive, then yes, I would tell you to start out with flatbed, because then
Okay.
that'll be the most highest you could pay as an entry driver.
See, I started off as car hauling.
You know what I mean? Car haulers ain't bad.
Yeah.
But for me, I think car haulers are still, in its own way, to me, harder than flatbed.
You think so?
And the only reason why I say that is because car haulers, a lot of times, you're dealing with a lot of different customers at once.
That's true. That's true.
And for me, I think the people make it harder than the load.
You're right. All right.
So that's
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Again, tell them your name and where you're from again.
Dre from Bronx, New York. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Bronx, and the pleasure meeting you. And thank you for the interview. You have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.